Are you ready for a showdown like no other? Welcome to UFC 287, a night that etched its name in history as Israel Adesanya faced off against Ale Pereira in a riveting rematch for the UFC middleweight championship. Adesanya, with a record of 24 wins and 2 losses, faced Pereira, holding a record of 9 wins and 2 losses. These guys are no joke. In their previous fight, Pereira took the MMA title from Adesanya, making this rematch a big deal. And here's how the fights went. In a small arena in Shenzhen, China with an 11-win streak in kickboxing, Adesanya faced Pereira for the first time at Glory of Heroes 1. The atmosphere was electric, and Pereira emerged victorious, claiming the win via unanimous decision. Little did they know, this was just the beginning of a rivalry that would captivate the MMA world.
Here's that left hook! He heard it bad! Oh, and now a right!
Fast forward to Sao Paulo, Brazil on March 4th, 2017. Adesanya and Pereira crossed paths once again at Glory of Heroes 7. Israel Adesanya showed his high-level skill, putting Pereira on shaky legs, and the refs stepping in to give Pereira a controversial standing count. Pereira recovered and Poatan showcased his power, securing a left hook knockout in the 3rd round. The rivalry intensified, and fans craved more. The stakes were raised as Adesanya, the UFC middleweight champion, faced Pereira in a professional MMA bout at UFC 281. The bout went down in history as Pereira seized the middleweight title from Adesanya in the 5th round, delivering a technical knockout. The MMA world was left in awe, and a burning question lingered. Could Adesanya reclaim his throne? Fortunately, they had a rematch at UFC 287, and this showdown went down to history as one of the most incredible moments in UFC. UFC 287, Israel Adesanya versus Ale Pereira press conference or media. The UFC 287 press conference had a different feel to it, as Israel Adesanya wore a dog collar, gave brief answers, and seemed focused and on edge. He stated that this would be his last chance to beat Ale Pereira. Adesanya referred to UFC 287 as his 8-mile moment, saying, "You only get one shot, don't blow it."
This fight, like I've said, this is my 8-mile moment. This is it. One more shot at this. I put everything on my back. I've done
UFC 287, Israel Adesanya versus Ale Pereira 2. The moment arrived on April 8th, 2023, at UFC 287. Adesanya, the last stylebender, stepped into the octagon with a vengeance, determined to rewrite history. The clash was fierce, the tension palpable, and in a thunderous display of skill, Adesanya emerged victorious. A knockout victory reclaimed his status as the UFC middleweight champion. This rematch between Israel Adesanya and Ale Pereira brought impressive stats to the table. Adesanya, with an MMA record of 23-2-0, stands at 6 feet 3 inches, weighing 185 pounds, 84 kilograms. His striking accuracy is 50%, and his takedown accuracy is 14%. On the other side, Pereira boasts a 7-1-0 MMA record, matching Adesanya in height and weight. Pereira holds a remarkable striking accuracy of 60% and a perfect takedown accuracy of 100%. Did you know Adesanya admitted to playing possum before the knockout? A masterstroke that left everyone in awe. The question lingers, what went down in those crucial moments? Don't blink or you might miss history in action. Ready for the ride? Round 1. In the first round, it was like a chess match between Adesanya and Pereira. They were being careful, testing each other out. Adesanya, the last stylebender, was throwing jabs while Pereira aimed kicks at Adesanya's legs. Adesanya then landed a strong left punch, but Pereira acted like it didn't bother him much. They were both being cautious, not taking big risks.
Good body attack.
All these strikes, man. Such high-level kickboxing technique.
It was a bit slow, like a dance where they were figuring out their moves. Adesanya and Pereira are two skilled fighters sizing each other up, each looking for a chance to strike. It was the calm before the storm, the quiet part before things got really exciting. The round ended without any big fireworks, but you could feel the tension building up for what was coming next.
Well, Pereira's done such a good job of beating up that leg already.
Round 2. Round 2 at UFC 287's main event was like a blockbuster movie, full of unexpected twists and heart-pounding action. Picture this, Adesanya feeling weighed down by Pereira's calf kicks. As Adesanya dragged himself back to the corner due to being unable to lift his feet, it eerily resembled what happened to Adesanya in their previous fight. Adesanya's legs couldn't move, which led to a standing TKO loss to Pereira in UFC 281. As Adesanya dragged himself back to the corner, that was going through everyone's mind, especially fans of Adesanya not again. Pereira, with a touch of aggressiveness, began landing body hooks and knee strikes, aiming to break Adesanya's defense. Adesanya, backed against the cage, faced the storm, his left leg even buckling after a sharp low kick from the champion. As the tension mounted, Pereira seemed to be gaining the upper hand, landing over 60% of his strikes. Adesanya, looking more focused and determined than ever, faced the challenge head-on, keeping Pereira on his toes. Then, in a moment that will be etched in UFC history, Adesanya unleashed his secret weapon. Just when it seemed like he might be in trouble, he countered with a powerful right hook that caught Pereira off guard.
Counter right from Adesanya! Pereira down and out! Order restored! Adesanya has finally done it!
The impact was like a lightning strike, freezing Pereira in his tracks, dazed. But that wasn't the end of the show. Adesanya, seizing the moment, delivered a straight shot that knocked Pereira out cold at 4 minutes and 21 seconds into the round. The arena erupted in cheers as Adesanya celebrated.
Over Alex Pereira, who's out cold!
Wow, he didn't just get him.
Goodness!
He got him bad.
Oh my goodness!
Adding flair by playfully imitating firing 3 arrows at his fallen opponent and then breaking the bow, signifying the rivalry is over. It was a jaw-dropping spectacle, showcasing Adesanya's resilience and strategic brilliance. The crowd witnessed not just a victory, but a masterful performance that solidified Adesanya's comeback and recapturing of the UFC middleweight title.
Oh my goodness! It seemed when you got some inside information from the Adesanya folks that they were going to try to turn.
It's also the most viral UFC fight celebration, imitated by kids, adults, and other UFC fighters. Adesanya's skills revealed. After Adesanya knocked out Pereira, he talked to Joe Rogan. Adesanya was so excited, he said he was pretending to be in trouble before the knockout, like playing a game. Adesanya gave a heartfelt speech, starting off by saying, "People, I hope all of you can feel my level of happiness right now just one time in your life, and it's only possible if you go for something in your life wholeheartedly. At the end, you can feel this level of happiness."
I hope every one of you behind the screens or in this arena can feel this level of happiness just one time in your life.
Adesanya's win against Alex Pereira to reclaim his UFC middleweight title wasn't just one of the greatest knockouts in UFC history, with Adesanya winning UFC Knockout of the Year for 2023. It wasn't just one of the most viral UFC celebrations, but also the claim as the UFC middleweight GOAT, greatest of all time. Despite losing to Pereira 3 times, both the media and fans agree that Alex Pereira just has Adesanya's number. He's someone Adesanya just can't beat. In spite of all that, and Adesanya knowing that this is his last chance to beat Alex Pereira, with another loss being detrimental to his legacy, Israel Adesanya still believed in himself and took that chance. Alex Pereira moved up to light heavyweight and is now the light heavyweight champ, signifying how great he is in his own right. This now sets the table for another potential match with Israel Adesanya and Alex Pereira 3. What do you think of Adesanya's legacy? Is he the middleweight GOAT, or is it still Anderson Silva? Like, subscribe, and let's know your thoughts in the comments section. Thanks for watching.